Enquiries, I am Alice, and today I want to talk to you about contact lenses, and in particular your first time wearing contact lenses, because Halloween is quickly approaching. There is only a few weeks left for it, and I know that there will be a lot of people this season just wearing costumes and just wanted to take their costumes over the top, and there will be a lot of first time triers wearing contact lenses, and I have these every single year when I find people that have never ever tried them before, and they tend to do a lot of things which are very wrong and they are very dangerous. So I have decided to make this video to make sure that if this is your first time wearing contact lenses, you can do it as safe as possible and with the best possible resources you have, and then you can decide how to just do it. If you're new to this channel, my name is Alice. I do costumes. I've been doing costumes for pretty much like about 15 years. That's my full-time job, and I do wear contact lenses or circle lenses, different color circle lenses, literally every month, and I do have some experience with it, and I just wanted to let you know more about them before you just decide to just wear them for the first time if you are a first timer, or just simply to just let you know of a few things that you may or may not be aware of. Every single year for Halloween, I usually join people on photo shoots or just go out with my friends, and I have realized there's still a lot of people, a great amount of people that basically are just wearing their contact lenses in a very risky way, and I just want to avoid just for you to be one of those people that will have a nightmare, a real nightmare to tell on Halloween or any other day of the year, because my hobby, which is cosplay, and it's basically to dress up, is something that happens all year around. So maybe it's the first time you go to a convention, or you have gone to several conventions, you got some circle lenses with colors for your cosplay, and you just want to try them, and you just are not aware of certain things and just do it wrong. And the worst thing that can happen is that you have to hurry up to the hospital because something happened, because you didn't use those contact lenses on the right way. You were not aware of some of these things. So yeah, basically I just wanted to help you out and just give you some advice about contact lenses. The first question you may be asking yourself is, where do I get the contact lenses? Because you can actually get them from many places, like from very cheap to very expensive to something in between. And I think this is perhaps one of the most important things, because you want to make sure that whatever you're buying is a quality item. Personally, the first time I bought contact lenses, I went to the optician and they had some contact lenses available, but the problem is that they usually have like a very limited stock and a very limited choice of colors and of shapes. So very quickly, I just had to just change suppliers because my optician didn't have what I really need for a costume, and I did not like the choices. There are several suppliers online that will have a good collection of contact lenses. Unfortunately, one of them is sponsoring this video, and they are Mocha Queen. I've been wearing their contact lenses for over a year now, and I must say that I'm really happy with how good the quality is, how comfortable they are, and how quick the shipping is, because when you order just your contacts from some places online, some of them may take longer than others, and they are very quick with their shipping. And it's even quicker if you are in the USA, because they have a 2-3 days delivery time which is great if you are watching this video just a few days before Halloween and you still haven't decided on your contact lenses or your costume. In any case, whichever brand you choose, you want to make sure your contact lenses are certified and they have been tested, because there are some shops that will sell really cheap contact lenses, but they are not trustworthy because they don't have the appropriate seals or just the appropriate test. They haven't been through the appropriate test to see if they are actually safe for your eyes. So when you get a pair of contact lenses, just make sure they have one of the following symbols on the cases, which could be GMP, FDA or CE. Even better if it has all of them. Basically, those are the certificates that say they have been tested in Korea, America and Europe, which are the ones that have the strongest tests to make sure those contact lenses are not going to be harmful for your eyes. So first of all, just make sure that if you are buying contact lenses, it doesn't matter where you get them from, just make sure they have been tested and certified to make sure they are safe for your eyes. One of the mistakes I've seen the most through my years as a cosplayer and as a costume maker is when people literally just open the contact lenses the day of the convention in a toilet where hundreds of people have been, and they literally take those contact lenses from the case and they put them directly in their eyes on the spot. I've seen people I've had people asking me at a convention in a toilet, "Hey, you're wearing contacts. How do you wear contacts?" And it's like, are you telling me that you've never worn contact lenses before and you are choosing to try for the first time in the toilets of a convention without no kind of trying before, without having the security that the place is clean? Why would you do that? Please don't do that. Don't do that. First of all, your contact lenses need to be in something called all-in-one contact lens solution, which is a special kind of like cleaning solution for contacts. And even if your contact lenses are stored in a safe environment when they get to you, they still need to be disinfected just in case anything happened on their way to you. Nothing has to, but just in case, you want to make sure that the liquid they are in is all-in-one contact lens solution, and they need to be on that liquid for at least 4 to 6 hours to make sure they are safe for your eyes. So do not go to a convention or to a photo shoot with your contact lenses on the blisters. You want to move them to their cases and just add all-in-one contact lens solution and keep them there stored. I would suggest just doing it the day before, just while you're preparing your costume and everything. Put all-in-one contact lens solution on your lenses and just keep them soaking on that, so you are sure your contact lenses are safe and disinfected for the convention or for the photo shoot or for whatever you are going to be doing the next day. Yeah, I've seen so many people just going like, "Oh, why does this hurt?" or "Why does this like?" Please don't. Just do that first. That's the first step. Another thing that is also true is that if it is your first time wearing contact lenses, I would recommend you to go to the optician. If you're in some places like in America, you won't be allowed to buy contact lenses unless you have a prescription for them, even if it's one that says you have perfect eyesight. It does not matter. It's about checking your eyes, making sure your eyes are healthy, that there's no issue with your eyes, because we are all different and that includes your eyes. So maybe the diameter of your eye is very big and some contact lenses will not work for you, or maybe you will be surprised and you have a little bit of short-sighted or something. So before you try any contact lenses, make sure to visit your optician, because visiting your optician is going to ensure that you can do this properly. Actually, in most places, you won't be able to leave with your contact lenses unless you go to the optician and you show them that you are able to put them on and take them off. Putting them on and taking them off it's not very difficult, but it can be a little bit, for some people it's more difficult than others, and it is a weird sensation, especially at first. It's something that it's basically putting your finger in your eye. It's not the most pleasant experience in the world. Once you've done it many times, it really doesn't matter. It's just like you just go and do it. But if you've never done it before, I would never choose to do it, as I said, the day of the convention in the bathroom. What if that contact lens falls down and just picks some debris or something? What if it's infected with something? Please just try first, go to the optician. They will help you just try for that first time, and they will tell you how to look after your contact lenses and how to make sure that your eyes are safe. I'm going to tell you a story which is, I wouldn't say disgusting, but I'm going to tell you what happened to me the first time I wore contact lenses. I did go to the optician, I went with my friend, but I just didn't realize how, I don't know how to say it, how I underestimated how weird the sensation was going to be. And I have something called vasovagal syncope, I think it is, or syndrome, vasovagal syndrome, in which if there's something I am disgusted about, I faint. So just imagine the situation. I go to my optician with my friend to just try contact lenses for the first time, and I go ahead. The lady is very nice. She tells me how to do it, and I try to get them on. It's not as easy as you think. You need several tries, and I started to feel very, very weird. And basically they had like these giant mirrors around, and I could see myself going pale and pale and just going completely grey. And I had to tell the optician there, I do need to sit down because I feel like I'm going to faint. And there I am, like in winter, sweating like a pig, completely grey, because the sensation was strange for me, and because of this syndrome that I have, in which if I don't feel comfortable with the situation, I may faint. It's a thing. Look for it. It's like in the films. It's amazing. But basically, if I had done this by myself, and I didn't have people surrounding me to tell me everything was alright, I could have just fainted, hit myself on the head or something. I don't know, something could have happened. Fortunately, I had my friends, I had the doctor with me, got some water, calmed down, and that same day I was able to just like do the contact lens. The moment it wasn't sad and I realized it wasn't so bad, I was able to do it by myself. Never happened to me again. But again, if I didn't have that security of people surrounding me, it could have been much worse. I could have just fallen. Just imagine just going to a convention, try it, you fall to the ground and people just find you on the bathroom like, what has happened? Like you fainted or you fell or you just like hit your head against the basin. So just make sure that when you try them, don't be alone, be with someone, if possible, be with the optician, because they are gonna tell you the best tricks on how to wear them, and you just want to make sure you are safe while you're doing this. Another thing that I have seen in the past when I've gone usually to a convention or somewhere is like, when you wear contact lenses, you can wear them for so long before your eyes become a little bit itchy or just a little bit dry. So it kind of like makes you tired. It's like, just imagine you haven't slept for many hours and your eyes start to feel a bit heavy. So if you wear your contact lenses for a long period of time, and I remind you that you shouldn't wear them for longer, I think it's like 6 to 8 hours, something like that. If you have been wearing your contact lenses for a long time, your eyes become a little bit tired, so you wanna just take your contact lenses out. This usually happens when you are not at home, so you have to go to the bathroom. Again, same situation as before. Is that bathroom clean, or who has been around? What happens? First of all, and this is also before you wear your contact lenses, just make sure your hands are clean. Just use soap if you can. If you have some alcohol wipes, if there's no soap in the bathroom, make sure your eyes are always very, very clean whenever you're gonna put your contact lenses in or take them out. And what happens as well is that just keep in mind that you probably are going to want to take your contact lenses out at some point. So you want to make sure you bring with you your contact lens case, and that case is full of all-in-one contact lens solution. If you don't put your contact lenses in all-in-one contact lens solution, what's going to happen is that they are going to dry and you are not going to be able to use them again, because once they dry, you should definitely bin them. Do not try to do any tricks, because you should bin them if they become dry. And what has happened in many occasions is that I have gone to conventions and I've seen my friends maybe just bringing the case but forgetting to bring all-in-one contact lens solution, or that case had leaked and it had basically no liquid left inside. And I've seen my friends just putting water on the case and just store the contact lenses in water, just in the meantime while they put it on the actual all-in-one contact lens solution. Do not do that. I mean it. One of the riskiest thing that you can do while wearing contact lenses solution is let your contact lenses get in contact with tap water. Tap water is the stuff of nightmares for contact lenses. If you've ever heard of people just like getting like an infection in their eyes and just going really, really wrong, it usually is caused by water. Not always, but one of the main reasons why things can go wrong with contact lenses is tap water, because inside tap water there's actually some kind of bacteria which can get into your eyes through your contact lenses. It's the riskiest thing you can do. Never, and I mean never ever, let your contact lenses touch tap water, because it's really risky and you can really, really harm yourself. It's the stuff of nightmares, I mean it. Don't use tap water at all with your contact lenses. If you have no other means to store them, I'm sorry, you have already lost those contacts. Don't try to just like put them on the water. You can perhaps try to keep them inside the lens. Chances are, if you're at a convention, there will be someone that has a spare case. If you go to a pharmacy, there's always like, if you buy all-in-one contact lens solution, they always come with a spare case for your contacts. So don't risk it. I mean it, don't risk it, because that's a way which is almost guaranteed is going to harm your eyes. Maybe you are here because you want to know how to wear your contact lenses and you were expecting a tutorial on how to wear them. As I said, I would go to the optician first because they will tell you the best way to do it. But I will give you a little bit of advice from someone that kind of like faints where there's something that she doesn't like in her eyes, and even if I have a lot of experience with it, I see people just literally going like that and you get the contact lens in your eyes. It's not so straightforward. You will need several attempts. What I did when I first started wearing contact lenses, I got used to it by just putting my finger very close to my eye. So I got used to the feeling of having something very, very close to my eye without blinking, because you are probably going to blink many times. It's something weird. You're putting something which is not part of your body inside your eye. So an advice I can give you is just like to try to just like not touch your eye, but just get your eye very close. Obviously you will need to have very clean eyes to make sure you're not putting any dirt on your eyes and stuff. But yeah, that's the way that I got off training myself that first time to wear my contact lenses. It still took me half an hour to an hour to wear contact lenses when I first started, so start with plenty of time if you're going to be wearing contact lenses. For some people it's easier, for some people it takes a bit longer. It took me forever to learn how to do it, and even today, and I've been wearing contact lenses for over 10 years for cosplay, even today I'm not able to just put my contact lenses directly in my eye like that. I always need several attempts, and one good trick that I can tell you if you are not sure on how to wear them, because obviously if you put your finger very close to your eye, what's going to happen is that you see your finger, but it will all become a little bit blurry. So what I usually do in order to just wear my contact lenses, and don't worry because I'm not going to show you directly how I do it, it's just like a demonstration but without showing it, because I know there's some people that find it a bit like disgusting to see someone putting contact lenses in. But what I usually do is I have a mirror in front of me and I turn my head so I can see the mirror through the side, and what happens is that my pupil is looking in that direction and I can put the contact lenses on the white of my eye on the side, so it's easier. So you just want to open your eye to make sure you are not blinking, and through the side just put your contact lens. As I said, it's a way of doing it. I have another video in which I actually show you how I do it. But if you are having trouble to just like put your contact lens directly like that, just staring at the contact lens, instead of staring at the contact lens, try looking at a mirror sideways, and then you can just see exactly where you are putting your contact lens because you are looking at a mirror while you are doing it. Finally, I also want to reassure you that you do not need to wear contact lenses if you don't want to. I have plenty of friends that just don't like them and won't wear them, or just like have tried and didn't work for them, don't like the sensation, or simply that they don't trust them. If anyone tries to tell you you need to wear contact lenses to cosplay or to wear a costume, that's not true. You don't have to wear them if you don't want to, and it's totally up to you, so don't feel pushed to do it if you don't want to. You can enjoy your costume or your cosplay whichever way you prefer, and even if they look super cool, I personally really like them for my costumes and I always wear them, it doesn't mean that you have to as well. So just make your own choices and just choose it because you want to. But I will warn you that if you choose to use contact lenses, they are kind of addictive because they are super cool and they look super amazing, and I really like them. And it's a little bit of spicing up cosplay and just, I don't know, they look cool and I like it. But again, this is a preference, it's not a must. So just choose to do it because you want to do it, when you want to do it. Another thing about contact lenses is, what do you do once you have worn those contact lenses? How long can I keep them? Are they going to be alright for next year's Halloween? Are they not? And the answer is, it depends, because all your contacts are going to have an expiry time and also a use by date. So the answer is, it depends, because each contact is different and the manufacturer will let you know for how long you can keep those contacts open. Because remember, once you open them, even if you put them in all-in-one contact lens solution, which is the one that sterilizes anything that's on it and cleans them, even if you put them in that, they will be viable for so long before they've been open for so long, it's risky to wear them again. Most contact lenses will have like 3 months or a year lifetime. It will say on the box, so always read the box. And after those 3 months being open, or after that year being open, you shouldn't wear them anymore. If you do, however, decide to wear them again, because this is not the same as your usual contact lenses in which you are supposed to be wearing them every month or every other day or whatever. Usually you wear your contact lenses for cosplay or for costumes either once a year or twice a year or maybe 3 or 4 times tops. But you want to make sure that what I found out is that whenever I use those contact lenses within the specified time, but I literally just took the contact lenses that I had stored from there, and then 3 months later I decided to wear again, what's gonna happen is that probably your eyes are gonna be itchy because you haven't cleaned them properly. And don't get me wrong, maybe you clean them properly and you put them in the case, but after so long, what happens is that the solution in the case is not as effective anymore, and you should be changing the contact lens solution on your cases periodically. At the bare minimum, you want to change the solution of your contacts the day before again you are going to use them. Just make sure you clean your contact lenses. I do have a video about how to clean contact lenses as well. And just make sure that they are completely clean before you're gonna wear them again, because otherwise what's gonna happen is probably your eyes are gonna be a little bit itchy when you first get them on, and it's not gonna be a nice experience when you first wear them again after a long period without wearing them. So make sure you clean your contact lenses every time you are going to use them to avoid any itchiness or a sensation, like burning sensation on your eyes when you haven't worn them for a long time. And that is another thing that is very, very important. I have heard, probably same as you, lots of nightmare stories about how people had to go to hospital because of the eye, like getting an infection or something happening and all that. There is always a chance that something can happen, like anything in life. You take risks when you wear a contact lens, but you also have risks of, I don't know, having an allergic reaction if you wear a wool jumper and you're allergic to wool. There is risk in this life. You are choosing to wear those contact lenses. They should be safe in general, but you always want to make sure that you are the first one that are keeping them safe, because what happens in most of the nightmare stories that I have read on the internet, 99% of the time is human error. 99% of the time that I hear these horror stories about contact lenses going wrong, there was something that the user is doing wrong. One of them, for example, is sleeping with your contact lenses. Don't sleep with your contact lenses, that's wrong. The contact lens can move and don't do it. Another thing is people having a shower with the contact lenses. Don't do that. Take them out, because as I said, water is really bad for them. You can get a very bad infection from it. Don't do it. People just getting surgery because they decided to wear tons of contact lenses on top of each other. Don't do it. You only are supposed to have one pair of contact lenses in your eyes. If you are wearing normal lenses, do not put a pair of contact lenses, another pair of contacts on top of your vision contacts, because that is dangerous. Just don't do it. Some people, I remember reading one which read like this: I put the contact lenses on. It was really itchy, it was hurting the whole time. I ended up having to go to hospital after 3 hours. If your contact lens doesn't feel right after 5 minutes, something's wrong. Take it off immediately. Just take it off. It doesn't matter, something could be wrong, like maybe there's something in the contact, or maybe that contact lens, sometimes I've had it in the past that an old pair of contact lenses had slightly broken on the corner and it was feeling rough, so I took it off and I saw that the corner was slightly bent and it wasn't right, so I just binned them immediately. If your contact lens doesn't feel right when you're wearing it, take it off immediately. It is normal for your eyes to water a little bit after you are putting something in your eye, or it is normal to have a little bit of an itch sensation for a few seconds, but it's a few seconds. If after 2 or 3 minutes your eye doesn't feel right, you are crying like crazy, you feel like it's very itchy, you feel like it's wrong, take them off. Your body is telling you there's something wrong with that contact lens. It could be anything. It could be that the shape of your eye doesn't go well with the shape of the contact lens, because there are different types of contact lenses out there. It could be that it's dirty. It could be anything. Just take it off. Don't be silly. You don't have to suffer. When you wear contact lenses, it's supposed to just be like a normal day. You're supposed to, after 5 minutes, you don't feel you are wearing it anymore. As I said, when you wear it for a long period of time, you may become a little bit tired because your eyes get a little bit dry and you will want to take them off, but it's not the same as being in pain when you are wearing your contact lenses. Please take them off, and this is the best advice that I can give you about contact lenses, because at the end of the day, it's your eyes, it's your health, so you want to make sure you are being as safe as possible. There are many other tips and tricks and just things that I could tell you about contact lenses. I have several videos already on my channel that talk about them, and I really hope that this cosplay season and this Halloween season, if you do decide to wear contact lenses, you do it safely and you are fine with it. Just make sure to just follow the basic advice, which is basically to go to the optician first to get them tested, to get those contact lenses on all-in-one contact lens solution, to avoid water at all costs, and most important of all, to make sure that you are comfortable with them, because if you are not comfortable, something is wrong. If you basically follow these few steps, you are likely to have a pleasant experience wearing contact lenses, and you will look absolutely amazing on those photos, and everybody will go around saying like how cool you are and how cool your contact lenses are. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions or doubts, just let me know in the comments. Remember, I am not an optician, I'm just a user. All this advice comes from my own experience, and if you want a better advice coming from a professional, you can go to the optician. I'll ask all the important questions there, but otherwise I will do my best to guide you as well as I can if you just leave me a comment. And don't forget to just like and subscribe if you want to, if you are interested in costumes and costume making, and just in general if you like geeky stuff like I do. I wish you all a very happy time cosplaying or costuming, and I will see you all in the next adventure. Bye! Either go to, well, how do you call it? Optometrist? No. Eyesight? Ophthalmologist? That's the doctor, isn't it? Just go to Specsavers? No, that's a brand. I'm just gonna Google.